This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
They expect me to get a job, buy a house, have a couple kids. That's what I thought was expected of me.
He had a very, very good job, and he lost it.
I don't sip, I just guzzle.
He doesn't have anything to do all day, and so he just drinks and drinks and drinks.
Here he is, 33 years old, and has nothing.
She keeps going the way she's going. I don't know how much longer she's got.
My sister is gonna kill herself.
No, I'm driving my car.
We cannot take them keys away from her.
Where are you going?
You can't stop me. You can't stop me.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for watching Intervention. Today, our show will focus on the Tyrone family from New London, Connecticut. You might have heard of this family from the novel Long Day's Journey into Night. Now, addiction is a very powerful disease. Those afflicted feel overwhelmed and even out of control. Sometimes just being able to control when they get high or take part in their addiction can have a person feel powerful in a hopeless world that seems to be spinning out of control. Addiction, some think, is a learned behavior, almost a learned method of coping. This family, the Tyrones, exemplifies this. In this episode, my plan is to get to the root causes of their addictions, as well as the effects of their addictions on themselves and their family members. Before I introduce them, let's go to a short commercial break.
Do you dream of being a movie star? Being in the limelight? Being rich and famous? Well, I can help your dream come true. Come down to Broadway or Bust. Imagine being in the spotlight with millions of people watching you. Dream come true, huh? Well, get down to it. Come on down. We're waiting for you.
It's great to have all of you back. Now it's time to introduce the Tyrone family. We have James, also called Tyrone, Mary, Jamie, and Edmund. So let's get a little background information.
I'm Tyrone and I'm the head of the household. My Irish father left me at the age of 10. I was forced to work hard to support myself. Due to my father's abandonment, I developed a strong work ethic. At one point, I was a famous touring actor, and my wife and I would travel all over. Now, since I work so diligently, I appreciate my money. Some may call me frugal.
Very frugal, actually.
I was thinking more Scrooge-like. He refuses to even pay for proper treatment for his own family.
No, boys, he is the one that supports both of you.
Thanks, dear. That is exactly my point. I have been quite hardworking, but I feel like this determination was not passed on to my sons.
Well, on that note, maybe I should take over. Growing up, I was a skilled pianist. My ambition was either to join a convent or to become a concert pianist. I would have never expected to be where I am today. These dreams of mine never came to fruition. Instead, I lived out my husband's dreams. I would go around to cheap hotels while he was out touring. I raised a family and was labeled addicted to morphine. I am no such thing. After Jamie, I had another son. Though Jamie was infected with measles and ended up infecting my child. He ended up dying. The death of my child was a hard blow for me to take, but after that, I learned.
You forgot how you can't get over the past.
And then you still have two sons who are living?
Sons! How dare you say that to your mother?
Well, it is true. Anyway, needless to say, my so-called problems are thanks to my parents.
Excuse me? Do you realize everything that we've done for you?
As I was saying, I'm not going to lie, I enjoy having a good time. Yes, cash may be tight, but this hasn't really influenced my life.
So floozies and booze have no effect on you?
Well, right now I'm just enjoying life, something that you, Dad, don't know how to do.
Well, I guess I should go now. I am 10 years younger than Jamie. Currently, I am a struggling author, but I hope to make that change soon. I have tuberculosis, and my father sent me to the cheapest sanatorium possible. I'm dependent on my father for cash, but it's not because I spend my money extravagantly.
Well, Well, that was a great start, everyone. I'm glad that you are all speaking out instead of remaining silent. We'll cut to a short commercial break and then we'll be back.
Cheers. Honey, you got a problem.
I don't got a problem.
Is this a regular scene at your house? Well, it is time to get some help. Here at Heaven Sanatorium, we can help your loved ones get better. Say hello to a cure. So bring your loved ones here and they'll get cured in no time.
Of the Tyrone family freely speak about their own addiction as well as a hope for change. This is an opportunity for all of you to speak your mind to each other instead of talking behind each other's backs or keeping in mind what you have to say.
Well, I personally do not have a problem, and I don't consider Edmund to be troubled either.
You should admit you have a problem. If you don't, then it was a waste to even sign up for the show.
I mean, I guess I could drink less, but you're the one who I'm worried about.
Yeah, Mom, it's tough constantly seeing you out of it and stuck in the past. You have a family who cares about you, a meaningful life. Please don't waste it.
Mom, Jamie and Dad are right. Injecting yourself day after day with morphine isn't worth it. You're just gonna lose more and more. You've known a while about your problems, but it's just so difficult to tell you how we feel. We want you to enjoy life with us and not be lucid, not high.
Wow, I'm sorry you feel that way. I guess morphine is my escape from the real world. From facing the fact that I didn't live out my dreams, to hide the fact that my own child died, to flee from pain. Honey, I know I've gone before, but this time I'm going to be serious about getting help.
And I will pay for the best sanatorium for you. I'm so proud of you.
What an inspirational moment. We're going to cut to a short commercial break, but we'll be right back.
Do you feel lost in the world? Hopeless? Depressed? Feel like there's no purpose for you? Well, come to the Church of Christ. Here, you can become a nun and devote your time to an important cause. You will be doing God's work. You will instantly be fulfilled. With religion, your life will develop meaning. So, become a nun and make a difference.
Welcome back. Now I would like to continue the progress we were making before the commercial break.
I have something to say. Earlier I told Edmund about how I was jealous of him and how I wanted him to fail.
How could you wish something like that?
I know it doesn't make any sense, but if he becomes successful, then I'm a failure. And if she was brave enough to admit her problem, then I think it's time I do the same. I've had a life of booze and women, and it was okay at first, but now it's just lonely, and I feel worthless and incapable of doing anything right.
That's not true. You just need to work harder. Jamie, I know you can be successful.
It's easy for you to say. You're creative and talented. I have nothing going for me, so what's the point of working hard? I do perfectly fine off of Dad's money.
I'll stop giving you money then.
So you're willing to let me own your own son starve?
Jamie, you have to realize that you're destroying your own life. The only thing in your way is yourself. Look, we haven't had a tough life. You've been raised well. Even if we don't have the perfect family, I just think you need to realize that if you put some effort, you would have endless opportunities. I'll gladly help you achieve your goals if you need it. And I'll help you study if you go back to school or find a job or if you want to do something like that.
You'd do that?
Anything for my brother.
I guess it's sad to say, but I didn't think anyone cared for me. I really felt like the death of Eugene was my fault and Mom and Dad blamed me.
I can never blame you. I know that it's not your fault.
Well, it looks like the both of us are going to the sanatorium. And Edmund, once I get out there again, I'll go back to college and finally graduate.
Wonderful. I would love to keep this breakthrough growing. But before we do that, we're cutting to a short commercial break from our sponsors.
You suck at playing the piano!
You know, being told you suck at playing the piano, it hurts.
Well, why don't we just head on down to Mozart's? They've created people like Billy Joel and all these famous pianists.
They've created them?
Yeah, they're really talented. If you want to be a star, head on down to Mozart's, where you can become talented just like Billy Joel.
And we're back. Let's get back to the show.
After listening to Jamie, I realized that even though I don't drink, I still have a problem. Dad, we've learned from you that drinking is a way to hide from your problems. And even though it's been tough dealing with Mom, worrying about my future, and dealing with a family who is falling apart, I need to quit drinking. It truly is the only way that I can feel better about myself.
I'm sorry that I've been such a poor role model. I need to work on my drinking problem myself. Everything seemed to just spiral out of control after my father left me. My career ended, my son Eugene died, and my wife lost it. It was tough having all of this on my shoulders. Everything seemed to be my fault.
Nothing is your fault at all.
Well, it felt like it. It's going to be funny when all of us are in a sanatorium getting help. Hey, maybe we'll get a discount since our entire family's going.
Good one, Dad.
I'm so glad this has worked out. Thank you for coming, and I hope everything works out. I'll be right back after a commercial break.
Oh, you caught me staring at my cars. I know, this is a beautiful looking car, and you want it. So why don't you come on down to the MJ Sullivan Automotive Corner, and I'll put you in it. But you should come fast, because we're going to have a sale. A sale that's going to be so big, they can't call it big. They have to call it huge!
Welcome back. It's now that time to say, where's the Tyrone family now? 3 months ago, I had the Tyrone family on my show. Currently, to the surprise of most, the Tyrone family is doing well. Each member spent time in the best sanatorium in the world, Heaven Sanatorium. Tyrone even offered to fork over the money without any complaints, but the policy of the show to pay for the rehabilitation experience. My hope is that they continue their success. Thank you for watching. Next week, we'll have Justin Bieber on the show. Goodbye and have a great day.